Hello, and good morning, my lovelies. Welcome to Kids Church today, the 14th of February. What does that mean? Does it mean anything? Does it mean anything in your house? How happy are your mums? That is the question. Today, whether you like it or not, the whole world seems to celebrate Valentine's Day. Loving someone and showing your love, and that doesn't have to be a husband and wife or a girlfriend and boyfriend or any form of partnership. This can be, I like to show my kids that I love them, so they've all received a little something today. No doubt, as I'm sure you can guess, it probably involves chocolate, because who doesn't love chocolate? Anywho, today we have lots of exciting things for you, so sit tight, sit back, get your typing fingers ready, and hopefully have some fun. First up, we have our dear Granny with our story. Well, hello, my lovelies. How are you this week? I hear from our young vicar that it is half term, which means you lovely little cherubs get a whole week of new online learning. Oh, isn't that wonderful? Unfortunately, they were still all stuck inside. But I do hear there is a party happening for you lot next week. That's so very exciting. I think it might be during my nap time, so I'm not sure Granny can come. I do hope you have fun, though. Anywho, today we have a story, but before we do our story, I thought I would share something with you. Now, today is Valentine's Day. I have been married for too many years I can't even count. They ran out of things, where certain number of wedding years is tin, paper, rubies. Oh, yes, well, Grampy and I have been together for, let's think, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, we've been together for like 90 years of our lives. We're 116. He's 114, but oh no, we haven't been together that long. We got married very young. Hang on, let's do that again. To 100, 110, 100. Yes, sorry. We've been married for over 70 years. I can't count anymore. Anyway, I don't know what that means. Do we get a letter from the Queen? Do I get a note for putting up with Grampy Jeffrey for so many years? I deserve it. Anyway, Grampy has been in and he's given me a card. Now, I knew there were fancy schmancy places that make lots of posh cards nowadays. But we like to be old-fashioned and he's made me one. And he told me I had to open it for Kids Church. So, it's a bit homemade, look. Grampy. So this is Jeffrey Macaulay. And Ethel Felicity Macaulay, that's me. Look, he's done a lovely heart with a little arrow through the middle. Just to say he loves me. Isn't that lovely? Should we see what's inside? Oh, look. To my darling Granny. Happy Valentine. With all my love, Grampy. Oh, just put a poem. Shall I read it? It says, roses are red, violets are blue. You snore like a bear, but I'm still into you. Yeah. Oh, he's put a little picture at the bottom. Cheeky. That's very cheeky. Grandpa, that's very cheeky wherever you are. I don't know if he'll get his roast dinner now. Honestly, folks, I hope your dads or you haven't written your mums or anybody a roses are red joke. I thought they were meant to be loving. I do not snore like a bear. Just saying. Anyway, story time. So, today we are continuing with our stories about Jesus and all his life. And today's one, what's wonderful, you'd think we'd planned it, is a man called Zacchaeus. And what we're looking at is how Jesus extended his love to everyone. And what a coincidence! Valentine's Day is all about sharing our love. We couldn't have planned it if we tried. So, folks, we're going to try rhyming again. Let's see if it rhymes. Little man up a tree. So, he was obviously little. Oh! Hang on. I'm going to pause and come back because the oven is beeping. Hold on, folks. I am back. It's all fine. Little man up a tree. Little man peep through the branches. Little man up in the tree. Little man, what are you looking for? Little man, what do you see? Why are you hiding, Zacchaeus? Why do you dangle your feet? Are you afraid of the people below, gathering in the street? I'm just going to pause and show you the picture of his legs dangling. I'd be slightly concerned if I walked along and saw legs like that dangling from a tree. That's for sure. Yeah. We'll carry on. So I believe this is Jesus. Are you afraid that they'll see you? The man who takes taxes from Rome, that pay for the soldiers who beat them and leave them to suffer and groan. That's a bit sad, isn't it? Because he was a tax collector, folks. Zacchaeus took money from people to pay for all the Roman soldiers and things. People didn't like that back then. I mean, we did particularly like taxes now. Yeah. But, back then it was particularly bad. It was continue. Are you afraid that they'll grab you, alone and without your men, and hurt you because you've cheated them again and again and again? Because he didn't just take a little bit of money, he took more than he actually was meant to. So in effect, he was stealing from the people. Little man, peep through the branches. Little man up in the tree. Little man, what are you looking for? Little man, what do you see? Jesus is coming, Zacchaeus, coming to Jericho town, and everyone wants to have tea with him. See how they swarm around, because lots of people wanted to meet Jesus. Oh, here we go. Come eat with me, they all beg him. See how he tells them all no. He's looking for something. Zacchaeus, where do you think he will go? Interesting. Jesus is coming, Zacchaeus. Is that who you were looking for? Why would he eat with someone like you, who steals from the working poor? Little man, peep through the branches. Little man up in the tree. Little man, what are you looking for? Little man, what do you see? He's speaking to you, Zacchaeus. He spotted you up in that tree. Listen, he's saying, Zacchaeus, come down. Let's go to your house for tea. Oh, the crowd is now shouting, Zacchaeus! Why would you go with that cheat? Why would you spend time with sinners, Jesus? Why would you go there to eat? Interesting. They weren't very happy. Here we go. Down from the tree now Zacchaeus, off to serve Jesus his tea. What will he say? And what will he do? It's all a big mystery. Little man, peep through the branches. Little man, up in that tree. Little man, what are you looking for? Little man, what do you see? What's that you're saying, Zacchaeus? You're sorry for being a crook. That's like a robber, a baddie. You'll pay back the money you've stolen 4 times the money you took. So not just paying it back, he's going to pay 4 times the amount of money. You're helping the poor, Zacchaeus. Everyone's shocked by your plans. And Jesus says, grinning from ear to ear, salvation has come to this man. Everyone's smiling, Zacchaeus, and it seems that you're smiling too. You thought you were looking for Jesus, but Jesus was looking for you. Oh, isn't that wonderful? So on a day where we talk about loving, we always get to pick, don't we? We get to pick who we give cards to or presents to. And sometimes people don't get any, which feels very sad because then you feel like you're not loved, which is ridiculous because everybody is loved by Jesus. And I love most people too. So, yeah, there's at least a couple. I remember many, many moons ago when Vicky was at school. Don't tell her I said it was that long ago. But when it came to Valentine's week, in the secondary schools across the town, you could go and you could pay for a rose for anybody in the school. And it would be delivered during a lesson on Valentine's Day or the day closest to. And that sounded like a lovely thing if you were in receipt of a rose. Now, it was bad enough if you didn't get a rose. Poor Vicky never got a rose. But they then allowed people to order weeds. And weeds, folks, are basically pointless bits of greenery that grow and kill other plants, and they're not very nice. And basically, you could buy a weed for someone instead of a rose, which basically meant you didn't like them, which completely went against the point of Valentine's Day. Thankfully, Vicky didn't get one of those either. But that made people feel really bad. That's not what we want. Valentine's Day is just about showing people we love them. And we can do that to anybody and everybody, as we should. If we're followers of Jesus, we should show our love to everybody. And that's people that we find difficult. If your sister or your brother is annoying you, you've got to knock it across. You have to show them love. If your mummy or daddy tell you can't have seconds, or you have to tidy your bedroom, or no more technology, you still have to love them. And if someone's a bit mean at school, Jesus wants us to love them still. It's very difficult sometimes, but today is a great day for showing love. And it's a great day for remembering that Jesus loves us. And even when we do wrong things and we have to say sorry, he loves us so much that he died on a cross and rose again so that he could take away all of our bad things, all of our sin, and that we can be forgiven and have life with him. And that is such a wonderful thing. Yes. So, show somebody you love them today. Even if you're not really feeling like you love them that much, show them you love them even more. There's a challenge for you. Anyway, time stories is over. I need to go and speak to Grampy about that card. And talking of Grampy, it's time for your jokes with Grampy. Let's hope there's some funny ones. I'm sure there'll be some about love in there. Let's just hope they're appropriate, shall we? I'll see you next week. Toodaloo! Grampy, Grandpoo, Jeffrey Cake.
Oh, what's it? Cake?
Yes.
Where is it?
There's no cake, Jeffrey. I just knew it would wake you up.
Oh, goodness me.
It serves you right with that cheeky poem you wrote in my card.
Do you like it, dear?
No, I do not snore like a bear. You snore like a bear.
She does, Julie. She does.
I do not. Anyway, Jeffrey, Valentine's Day.
Yes.
I was telling the children we've been married for over 70 years. I've had to put up with you all that long, that silly pipe and stick. He didn't always used to have a stick, folks.
Didn't I?
You didn't have a stick when we were married.
No, that's true. After the war, dear.
No, the war. Blame the
A bit
war.
of shrapnel in the hip.
Shrapnel.
Never was the same again.
Oh, folks, you'll have you believe he did something really important in the war.
Anyway,
Crack on, you've got to do your jokes.
jokes?
Jokes, oh, come on, every week you do jokes for the children.
Oh, yes. Well, how about some jokes about Valentine's Day?
Oh, that's a splendid idea if they're funny.
What do you write in a slug's Valentine's Day card?
I don't know.
Be my Valens slime.
I'm glad you didn't write that in my card.
Now, what did the paperclip say to the magnet?
I don't know.
I find you very attractive.
One for the scientists out there. Oh, folks, if you haven't written a card yet, Granby might give you one that's actually funny.
You know what? When I went to post a Valentine's card many years ago, when I was at the war, sending it to you, I thought to myself, what did the stamp say to the Valentine's Day card? I'm stuck on you.
Oh, you were a bit stuck on me back then, Grandpa.
And then here's one, it's a little bit morbid, but it's quite funny. Why didn't the skeleton send any Valentine's Day cards?
Oh, I don't know.
He didn't have the heart for it.
Oh, dear. Oh, no. Oh, dear. What a joke. Don't write that one in any cards, everybody.
Oh, dear. And I've got one more for you.
Oh, go on then, Grampy.
Why did the sheriff lock up their Valentine?
I don't know.
Because she stole his heart.
Oh. Oh dear, don't get yourself too worked up there, dear Jeffrey.
I hope you liked my jokes.
Oh, type in the box, folks. Vicky will check it all.
Jokes for every occasion I have.
We still need your jokes, folks. If you don't want to have to hear so many of Grampy's, we'd love to hear some of yours.
Last few days.
Please send us some jokes. Grampy wants to hear your jokes as well as mine. I haven't even got any this week.
Always add them to my collection.
Exactly. Oh, you could write them in my card for next year, maybe. Oh, dear.
Well, that's me.
Oh,
Jokes are done.
jokes are done. What are you going to do now, Grampy? Not go back to sleep, I hope.
No, I'm just going to rest my eyes, dear.
Oh, rest your eyes again. Oh, he's such a fool. Well, folks, that's it for this week. Grampy's done. We hope you enjoyed some of those jokes. Maybe you could tell your parents one of them. Have a fantastic week from Grampy because he's already fallen asleep. Toodaloo.
Hi everyone, welcome to Kids Craft and happy Valentine's Day. Today we celebrate love, and who's got the most love in the world? Yes, it's Jesus. Today I'm going to show you how to make bunting. Do you know what that is? Well, that is when you've got a long line with little triangles or squares that you can write a word on, and then you hang it up in your house. So here's an example of what bunting looks like. Let me show you what you'll need for today's craft. So the first thing is some paper. You can use any paper you've got, and I've got this big roll of paper that I'm going to use, a long roll that I brought at IKEA a while ago, and I think this is what I'm going to use today. Then some paint, or if you prefer, you can use some markers as well. And then the last thing is a long piece of string. I've got some ribbon here, but you can use string as well. First decide what's the wording that you want to write. So for example, I'm going to write Jesus and a heart is and a heart love. So when you count how many blocks you'll need, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I need 13 blocks. The next thing I'm going to do is just to show you basically what it will look like. This is my piece of string that's hanging down. You can decide either to have triangles like this, or you can have heart shapes, or you can have little thingies that looks like this maybe, and then your letter is inside. I'm going to make heart shapes, but mine are all going to be stuck onto one another. So basically what's going to happen is my hearts are going to do this at the end of the day. So let me show you. They are sort of going to be stuck onto one another like this. So if I make my calculation, I'll need 13 of them. Now that I know just how many pieces I'll need, I'm going to take my paper and roll it out and start to fold it up. So here's my roll, and the way that I'm going to fold it up is in a zigzag pattern. I know this looks incredibly confusing, but what I did was to take my very long piece of paper, it was very long, it was on a roll, and I've folded it into a zigzag. Okay? And if you count the zigzag, then you've got 13 pieces of paper. So if you take your zigzag and you would count all of them, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, up to 13. Okay. If you don't have a big roll of paper, then you can use a normal piece of paper like this and just fold it into a zigzag as well. Let me just get hold of this piece of paper. So if you don't have a big piece of paper or a large piece of paper like that, you can use the normal piece of paper and just fold it into a zigzag. So you fold it to the one side, then you fold it to the other side. And then exactly where that part is, you fold it back again. And then you go zigzag, zigzag until you've got enough blocks to make all your letters. Okay, zigzag, zigzag, you see, there you go, zigzag, zigzag. Okay, so we've got a gigantic zigzag that we've made, and next I'm going to cut a big heart shape out of my zigzag. Now that you've got your big zigzag papers on top of one another, with the folded part on this side and the other folded part on that side, what you're going to do is to draw a big heart shape. And the sides should not be closed completely. So what I mean by that is, let's say this is your middle of your heart shape here. You make a ball, but then it doesn't close there. You keep a space open, and then it comes down to the bottom part there, the pointy part, and then another one up here, and then I keep a space open where I'm not going to cut, and then it comes down into the heart shape there. There we go. And now I'm going to cut it out, all the papers at once, all the pieces of paper at once. And remember, don't cut it here, you have to keep that space open. So here goes. This is quite, I didn't fold it very neatly, so it's not perfect, but I think it will still work. Oh goodness. very thick. Wow. Okay, now the other side. Hold it nice and tight. Ooh, this is a mess. Wow. Okay, now the top part. Just want to make sure I don't cut my whole table today as well. Oh, I'm not cutting very neatly, it seems. Okay, so here is my heart shape that I just cut out. So let's see what it looks like. Whoa, look at that. Ding, ding, ding. And another heart, and another heart, and another heart. Look at this, it's massive. Okay, so I've got so many hearts. So, and more and more and more. I've got 13 of them, if I counted correctly. So what I'm going to do now is on each heart I'm going to write the letters as I planned them out, and then I'm going to put it on a piece of string. Now that you've made your text and your decorations onto your bunting, you can make a little hole on the top of each of the heart shapes. So just punch a hole at the top of each one, the top of each heart shape. See, there's the one at each top of each one. Now it's time for the string. Because we made such a big bunting, it's quite difficult to get the string all through each little heart. So maybe you'll have to ask someone to help you. And there you've got a massive bunting.
Let's take a trip back in time. So many years ago, walking on the earth with supermassive animals with teeth and claws and fur. Some could swim and fly and crawl, but way more radical is that God who made them is alive and greater than them all. God is bigger than a dinosaur, taller than a dinosaur, stronger than a dinosaur. God is older than a dinosaur, more mighty than a dinosaur, more awesome than a dinosaur. God is bigger than a dinosaur, taller than a dinosaur, stronger than a dinosaur. God is older than a dinosaur, more mighty than a dinosaur, more awesome than a dinosaur. Oh wow! It's the dinosaur song!
Morning, Kids Chat. Today is an adventurous camouflage day. As if you don't know, I'm Faith from Kids Church. This is my camouflage tent. It's kind of breaking down, but come on in. Okay, right.
Why have you got a tent in?
Oh, sorry. Right, at the back is all my stuff where I put. Here is my hot water bottle with my cushions, and as well I've got my hot chocolate. Thanks guys for watching.
Okay, Fife, what are you doing?
I'm putting my bird feeder up.
Oh, okay.
So I'm just using the shed.
You're using the shed for now. Okay then. You can spot the birds.
Yes. There. And
What else? I think that's quite a lot of wildlife, Faith.
I've been waiting. I can't find any animals in my tent. I've been waiting for so long. All I can see is a fox over there, a wolf over there, owl up there, and a bunny over there. What?
Wow. What else? What else is there? What else is there, Faith?
Owl up there.
Ooh,
Oh, there's a bunny over there.
a bunny
A bunny here. And we need here.
and a what?
We need owl up here.
I can't see an owl, sorry. Faith, can't help.
So, time for a game. I'm going to do another moving around jobby. This game is linked to Valentine's Day and is a game called Spot the Difference. So, this is my artistic skill at its best. So, I have drawn two pictures that are identical, but there are 10 differences across the two pictures. Now, if one, they should be obvious enough to know which 10. Because obviously I didn't draw them exactly the same, but they are pretty much the same with 10 differences. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you the picture and I'm going to give you a minute or two to just have a look and figure out where the 10 differences are. Are you ready? Here we go. So you're looking for 10 differences from our lovely church, what's the word, motto, what our church stands for: love God, love people. Very important, and especially on Valentine's Day. So, have a look for 10 differences. I'm going to stop talking. I'm sure Rich can put some cool music over the top. You've got a minute and a half left. 10 more seconds. Well done, everybody. Now, get typing if you haven't already. What have you spotted? So, no particular order. First up, we have the heart in the corner. I'm going to try and move my hand so I don't make it wobbly too much. So up here, there, that's purple. And on that one, it's blue. Next one, this set of heart balloons have got a yellow balloon. And this one doesn't. That's 2. 3, the rainbow on this side doesn't have anything. And the rainbow on this side has a heart. That's 3. 4, it's a bit tricky one. This blue heart is massive. And that's only a little one. 5, the sort of bow at the bottom of the balloons is empty, and this one it's coloured in on that one. 6, love on this side has a purple O, and on that side it's pink. 7, the O in God is pink, and on this one it's purple. I've lost count. 8 is it? The O on love is blue here and not coloured in here. And then we've got the E on this one here is coloured and this one isn't. And then we have a purple dot on this O and not in this one. And a green heart. Oh, where's my finger gone? Where are you? Oh, here we go. The green heart on this page and not on this one. I think that's 10. It might even be 11. Let's just check again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, goodness me. Well, if you managed to get 11, you were super duper clever because I told you there was 10. And you might have been sitting there going, is that one? But there are 10. And actually, I've just noticed I drew an accidental dot here. So that, no doubt, if you think that's one, then you can have that as well. So potentially there's 12. There should be 10. Let us know how many you got. And that's the end of our wonderful game. So that is the end of today's Kids Church. Lots of thanks to Granny for her story and sharing her card, Grampy, to Faith and her camouflage videos, some fun time with worship and our game for the day. I hope you did really well, folks. We hear there's a party on Friday for you all. So if you don't know about that, check your emails or get your parents to check their emails, because I did send one out today, possibly. And we need to know by Monday if you want to take part, because we've got party bags. So if you want to come, please get your parents to message me or email vicky@wokinghamvineyard.org, and we will make sure you are part of it. I really hope you've had a good Kids Church. I really hope you have a wonderful half term and a time to rest and spend time with your family and get off those screens where possible. God bless everybody. Have a fantastic day.